there, thank you so much again for joining me on this channel. As always, I'm very grateful for all your previous views, likes, subscriptions and shares. As is tradition, we'll be marking International Women's Day on this channel with the theme of feminine power. Much of this video is inspired by the book Feminine Power, based on an exhibition held at the British Museum. Available at all good bookshops and probably some dodgy ones as well. As always, I shall be exploring the religions in alphabetical order for parity of esteem. B is for Buddhism. In Buddhism, a being can be known as a bodhisattva, a being who is near nirvana but chooses to stay in order to teach others. One such example is Tara. This is a delightful little statue of Tara. Tara is regarded as the mother of Tibet and is revered as she can save you from what are known as the 8 great fears: snakes, elephants, lions, fire, thieves, drowning, captivity, and even demons. A long time ago, there was a princess whose name meant moon of knowledge. The monks told her that she needed to devote time to being a man in the next life. She rebuked them, vowing to continue to teach Buddhism in the form of a woman. And then, in the next life, she was reborn as Tara. Tara is quoted as saying, "May I, until this world is emptied out, work for the benefit of sentient beings in a woman's body." Powerful affirmation and a rallying cry. Women are just as capable as men of spreading and encouraging people in the ways of the Buddhist teachings. C is for Christianity. Mary is revered as the mother of Jesus in Christianity. She gave birth to the Son of God, the incarnation, Word becoming flesh, and she is a highly significant figure, especially in the Roman Catholic tradition. Countless images of Mary, but this one really stood out to me and I'd never seen it before. It's a piece of German armour from 1540 with Mary holding Jesus. It's an odd fusion of war and peace, the infant innocent Christ child being held by his devoted mother on an apparatus designed for combat. I guess we can only presume that in some way whoever was going to wear this felt that Mary was going to offer them some sort of protection. The significance of Mary, particularly in the Roman Catholic tradition, cannot be underestimated. Saint Hilary of Poitiers said this: "No matter how sinful one may have been, if he has devotion to Mary, it is impossible that he be lost." H is for Hinduism. This vibrant 11th century sculpture is of Chamunda, form of Kali and the destroyer of ego and of illusion. She looks violent because that is what is needed to overpower ignorance. It's such an eye-catching piece of artwork. There's a real energy, a real sense of urgency captured by the hammer and the chisel, and it makes a lot of sense. Getting rid of yourself, your ego, thinking of yourself first is an important idea, not just in Hinduism but in many other religious traditions. And actually, when people are ignorant, you need to make sure that they see the truth, whatever truth that might be, as quickly as possible. There are countless chants and mantras that are devoted to Chamunda. This one: "I bow to the slayer of demons, Chanda and Munda, goddess Chamunda, to remove evil, negative energy and fear." And that's how Chamunda got her name. She slayed 2 demons, one called Chanda and one called Munda. I is for Islam. Maryam is an important figure in Islam. She has her own chapter or surah in the Quran, and she is honoured because she is the mother of Isa or Jesus. This beautiful piece of work is by a Sudanese artist, and it takes the whole surah about Maryam and turns it into this stunning piece of calligraphy. Maryam has a very prominent role in the Quran. She's referred to as Siddiqa, the righteous one, and God views her favourably. She gives birth to Isa alone, and she is given the strength and encouragement by Allah to keep going. And she is respected as a role model in the Islamic faith. As is recorded in the Quran, O Mary, indeed Allah has chosen you and purified you and chosen you above the women of the world. She has a superstar status in the Islamic faith. J is for Judaism. Lilith is a fascinating character in the Jewish tradition. What we have here are these tiny little carvings of King Solomon, that famous Jewish ruler who built that magnificent temple on Mount Moriah, stabbing Lilith. This is believed to come from around the 4th century CE. Her origins are shrouded in mystery. In the ancient Near East, there's reference to a dark maid who appears in the Sumerian myth, the descent of Inanna, around 3000 BCE. Her name means the night, and she's become a symbol of rebellion and even of the thief of newborn infants. But she's had something of a career change over the recent decades. Rabbi Dr. Jill Hammer says this: Lilith has become such a popular figure that whole enterprises like the women's music concert Lilith Fair and the Jewish feminist journal Lilith Magazine are named after her. Once a source of fear, Lilith has been transformed into an icon of freedom. As transformations go, that's rather impressive. Going from someone to be feared or something to be feared to becoming an enlightening rod for those who want to make sure that there is equality for women, not just in the Jewish faith and traditions, but in the wider world too. I couldn't possibly do a video without some pop culture reference. Frasier was a magnificent TV show from the 1990s, a razor-sharp comedy. Bibi Newirth plays a character called Lilith. Sharp, independent, certainly not going to answer to anyone, let alone a man, and I think you can see why it is not an accident that she is named after this Jewish spiritual figure. S is for Sikhi. This is a piece of artwork depicting Mata Khivi. She was born in 1506 and in an area we now know today as Pakistan. She became the wife of the second Guru, Guru Angad, and where she was especially important was in helping to nurture the idea of the langar, that is the kitchen found in every Gurdwara, Sikh place of worship, to serve food for those who need it. She has a unique status amongst women in the Sikhi faith. She is the only one to be named in the Sikh holy book, the Guru Granth Sahib. Some words of wisdom about her go. Balwan says that Khivi, the Guru's wife, is a noble woman who gives soothing, leafy shade to all. She distributes the bounty of the Guru's langar, the kheer, the rice pudding and ghee is like the ambrosial nectar. It's a lovely image, leafy shade to all, and it captures the spirit of the langar in a Gurdwara. Anyone and everyone is welcome, irrespective of who you are and what your beliefs might be. I know I've given just tiny snapshots of these remarkable examples of feminine power in the religions mentioned. However, I do hope that it will inspire you perhaps to take your learning further and to deepen your understanding. Most importantly, however you mark International Women's Day, I do hope that it goes well. Thank you so much for watching. If you are able to like, comment and subscribe, then please do so, and enjoy your learning.